Welcome, beautiful souls. This is People's First Impressions. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Allow yourself to be intuitively guided, and let's get started. Welcome, pile 1. People's very first impressions of you are 1, that you are a protector. You're very balanced when it comes to your masculine and feminine energy. We have the Mother of Wands and the Father of Cups, and we also have the Daughter of Swords. With the Mother of Wands, I feel like you bring a lot of passion and creativity. You may express yourself through the way you dress, the way you style your hair. You just express yourself very creatively. With the Mother of Wands specifically, I'm also getting you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. So if you have multiple jobs, a lot of people may see you as a hustler, or they just get the feeling that you are a fighter. You're willing to fight for everything that you have, and you could have fought for everything that you have. I feel like first impressions with the Father of Cups, you really nurture your own emotions, or if you don't, this is what people feel like you do. You truly take care of yourself in every possible way, but especially your emotional needs. First impressions, I feel like people will definitely see you as someone who is someone that they can settle down with and who they can have as a life partner, someone who's willing to put in the effort and the work, and someone who's very validating when it comes to their emotional needs. I'm getting a lot of people project their own, not only insecurities, but their own fantasies onto you. They don't see you as who you actually are, but they see you as who they want you to be. With the Daughter of Swords, you are incredibly wise, and they can tell this through your words. You may move very quickly, especially with these colorful balls like going so fast, but she is kind of frozen in time. They may view you as someone who's very mindful, very self-aware. It reminds me of the TikTok trend and Instagram where it's very mindful, very demure. This is gonna be a somewhat quick reading, but definitely stop by pile 2 and 3 if you feel called. We have the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles, and Justice. There's just so much balance with this reading. First impressions, people feel like you really have your life together. You know what you want out of life, and you're really willing to go and get that. With the Chariot, this is really about self-control. There's a lot of beauty as well, and it may be the actual hair. Physically, you're very good looking, but you're also incredibly different. I feel like there's not a lot of people who actually look like you out in the world, so you may get a lot of people that stare at you simply because you're different, and it's kind of like seeing a unicorn out in the field, and they're supposed to be rare, they're supposed to be, well, non-existent, but they're just a horse with a horn on their forehead, so they seem like this magical being, and there's just a lot of balance to you that a lot of people are picking up intuitively and subconsciously. They feel like whether you're physically good with balancing on yoga and one leg, but you're also good with balancing listening and speaking. You're an incredibly active listener. You actually pay attention to what they're saying, and I feel like you actually pick up on things that are left unsaid. You read the body language, you read the energy. You're just really good at picking up on what's not verbally being said. That's gonna end this reading. I know it was very quick. Definitely stop by piles 2 and 3 if you feel called. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I see you next time, and have an amazing day. Welcome, pile 2. We have the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and Mother of Cups. As for first impressions, I feel like a lot of people realize that you are a manifester. You are someone who brings what you want into the physical reality if it's not already there. The Ace of Cups, usually it's overflowing, and there's just so much beauty in the background. Honestly, the beauty looks like a snake. For first impressions, people see you as someone who has gone through a lot. They don't know the details and the nitty-gritty, but they know that this is not where you have always been. With the Empty Cup, people may see that you're overworking yourself and that you could be a bit burnt out. I feel like you really cater to other people's needs and completely completely disregard your own. But honey, you can't keep doing that. You do need to pretty much look at where you're at in your life and make sure that you're taking care of yourself first before you take care of other people. With the Magician, this a cheetah, I think that's what it is. They're turning a blind eye. I mean, their eyes are open, but they're turning. They're not facing what they have. I feel like you don't actually see your own beauty. You have so much that you don't realize you actually have. You could be a little closed off emotionally as well. With the Mother of Cups, it looks like she's really protecting her cup, which is her emotional stability and safety. So you could be a little closed off, but I feel like your energy is overall incredibly bright. I feel like you're the type of person who will give the clothes off your own back just to help someone else. We have Judgment, Father of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. So you are incredibly creative, similar to pile 1, but I feel like you don't express it in the same way that pile 1 does in their looks. I feel like with you, you're more of doing it behind the scenes. You're not doing it for other people. You're doing it for yourself. You may have a hobby that you do on the side that you're incredibly good at and you should focus more on, but a lot of people aren't truly seeing this beauty because you don't talk about it. You're not putting it out and you're not drawing as much attention to it. I feel like you are incredibly humble. I also feel like for first impressions, you are a light in the darkness for a lot of people. I feel like because your energy is so different than other people, you bring a lot of hope, inspiration, and clarity to the ones that you come in contact with. Do you see how different that is? I mean, I think that's a deer. They have rainbow antlers, and that's just incredibly different, and it's beautiful and magnificent. I feel like that's how people would describe you, is different, beautiful, unique, and magnificent because of how, well, genuinely amazing you are. And this is just on first impressions. We can definitely dive into a deeper reading of once people know you, like what they think of you, but just based on first impressions, you are not like anyone else that a lot of people have ever met. You are incredibly hardworking. I feel like you do not give up easily at all. We're gonna finish off with the Daughter of Wands. Actually, there's 2 snakes here, with the snake skin and then an actual snake, and with the infinity. So first impressions, I feel like you may be a bit young, if not physically, but soulfully. You just have a very youthful spirit. Again, with the wands, you are just incredibly fiery and passionate. You have so much motivation and drive to you, and they're both blooming. So I feel like your ideas are 1 in a million. You definitely think outside of the box, and you're a protector when it comes to yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends. Basically, you will protect anyone if it's the last thing you do, even if you don't know them. Like if you see someone being bullied or just something that's not right, you are going to kind of kick in like a motherly instinct to protect, and that is such a strength. That's gonna end the reading here. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to stop by pile 1 and 3 if you feel called. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how this resonated, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Welcome pile 3. We have the Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and 8 of Wands. Immediately, I feel like you are such a giver. A lot of people see you as an empath, someone who feels other people's energy and is able to adapt. Some people may see you emotionally and mentally struggling, and they also see you as a companion that they can just spare their soul to, someone that they can just tell anything to and they'll be accepted and they won't be judged. I feel like there's so much going on mentally that you don't show other people, but they can feel it and they can see the strength that you have. We have the 2 of Wands, Judgment, and 6 of Swords. Also, I want to point out 2 8s. 8 is all about manifestation, infinity, basically anything is possible. Honestly, I would definitely watch piles 1 and 2. I feel like they're all really connected and similar, but in just small different ways, because the 8 of Wands, 2 8 cards coming out really reminds reminds me of the Magician card, which just came out in pile 2, I believe. And I feel like first impressions, you are also a manifester, and you are super easy at getting what you want because that's what you focus on. I feel like you've kind of unlocked the key to manifesting, and I feel like you also help other people manifest their own dreams with kind of like pep talks. You just help other people think in ways that they don't usually think. With the Two of Wands, I feel like people really long to connect with you and to see you again, and they do think about you a lot, but they want to continue experiencing your energy specifically. And I feel like you have so much wisdom that they really enjoy talking to you about. We also have with the Judgment card, I feel like you channel so easily. I feel like your soul comes in and just speaks through you so frequently. You don't even realize it. Sometimes you may forget what you said, but that person does not. They will think about it for days, weeks, even years sometimes, because what you say really touches people on a soul level. Even if you just met them or met them one time and will never meet them again, you're just very good at connecting with your soul and allowing your higher self to come through. With the Six of Swords, this is really all about travel, movement, and leaving things behind. Especially with the Eight of Swords, I feel like a lot of people intuitively pick up on the struggles that are left unsaid. You're not gonna sit there and be like, here's everything that I'm battling with right now, and just complain. Like, you're not a complainer. You may do sometimes, but you're not going to constantly talk about your problems, and you're not going to talk about everything as if the world is against you, because they're not. However, I feel like you try not to let yourself be down so often, even when you are going through struggles. I feel like you may use escapism and other people to distract yourself from these struggles, and it may be felt. I feel like some people, they kind of just want to give you a big hug when they meet you, and some people may actually ask you for a hug, or they may come up to hug you. You may also have like little children that want to hug you, and you may be like, okay, and like a little standoffish. I just feel like you make people feel safe, but other people, you kind of trigger a protective energy in other people where they see you as like this almost vulnerable flower that's very special, that they just have to do everything to keep safe. But I feel like some people, they may, honestly, I'm getting love bomb. However, I'm also getting that a lot of people may see you as this unique, almost lightning bolt in a bottle. There's a song that like speaks about this, where like they have a lightning bolt in a bottle and they want to hold on to it because it's so special. I feel like you're the lightning bolt, and some people, they hold on so tightly that they almost crush it. And I feel like you may possibly get people who become overly attached almost immediately, and it could freak you out. But honestly, you're just very special and you deserve the world, and these are the first impressions. I'm gonna end the reading here. Definitely stop by pile 1 and 2 if you feel called. I think there are some messages in there as well that may resonate. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you next time, and have an amazing day.